More than 2 months. I was sleeping inside of this car. This is my hotel, it's my apartment, it's my vehicle, it's everything. My name is Harris. This is my Yaris, my 20-year-old car, Toyota, that I've driven all the way from Britain to Bosnia. I'm a historian. I look at the lost Muslim heritage across the world. And so across the countries to Bosnia, I've been hunting and mapping out all of these Muslim history locations. For me, Bosnia is the capital of the Balkans. It's the culture, it's the people, it's everything. So this trip was honoring a promise of an old friend of mine. Before he passed away, he was 16, 17. He said that if you were to drive your Yaris, if you drive it to Bosnia, I'll give you £20.
If you go to Bosnia in that little Yaris, that's going to blow up. Yeah. And you give me a shout out 5 minutes into the video, Wallahi, I'll give you £20.
So they sadly passed away. There was two of them. They passed away in an accident in the UK, in Preston. I knew I had to honour their legacy and their memory by taking this thing on a journey of its lifetime. And it's not just been driving to Bosnia, it's been looking at the history of Muslims. So I was traveling for roughly about 2 months, more than 2 months. I was sleeping inside of this car. This is my hotel, it's my apartment, it's my vehicle, it's everything. I packed up everything I had in the UK, all my clothes, my whole wardrobe is in here. And in October 26th, I believe, I departed from the UK. So I traveled to Bosnia for the first time 3-4 years ago as a solo journalist. And when I came back to the UK, it was my duty to tell everybody about the story of Bosnia, to tell the beauty, the history of, I call it the Andalus of the Balkans, because there are hundreds of thousands of historical monuments and mosques and things that have disappeared. And for me, Bosnia is the capital of the Balkans. It's the culture, it's the people, it's everything. And it's attracted me so much because there's so much that's needed to be talked about. So I decided to begin my journey in Bosnia here by driving into the Srebrenica border. Because of how much it means. I was there in July, I buried some of the bodies myself, and even though I'm not connected to these people, my heart is always connected to them. You know, it's as if I know them, just having buried them. Bosnian history is not just for Bosnians, it's for the whole world to look at. It's a lesson. They say that Srebrenica was the lesson and Gaza is the test. Everybody knew what was happening in Bosnia. Everybody knows what's happening in Palestine. And everybody also knows what's happening in Sudan. So there were many motivations behind the trip, and one of them was to spotlight what's happening in Sudan. Of course, it's the worst humanitarian crisis on record. And we managed to raise £20,000 for Sudan on this trip. So, you know, although it's not a lot, for me, it's helping to bring awareness to what's happening over there. I drove in this 20-year-old Toyota Yaris. It was bought by my grandfather. We had a few problems. The tires occasionally went out because of driving so much in the Alps and the mountains. And I've always had people there to help me. You know, the Muslim communities, the mosques, they've always helped me out when my car is stuck, broken down. I'm used to traveling alone, but the best thing about traveling alone is that you can really integrate yourself into the communities and the mosques and the people along the way, so you don't always feel alone. After this whole trip, I have learned that Muslim history is so embedded in Europe. It's spread to France, it's spread to Germany, of course Bosnia and the Balkans is a perfect example of Muslim history being here. Muslims belong to Europe. Muslims have shaped the future and the history of Europe.